Ladies and gentlemen, in this RedGamers.com video, let's discuss the PlayStation experience, which of course is fairly new, to say the least. In fact, it's an entirely new event, which Sony are holding between the 6th to the 7th of December in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, this event is going to be almost a preview. It's going to be containing gameplay, it's going to be containing trailers and much more of what Sony are basically be putting out on the PlayStation in the next year, in other words 2015. Now the event, as I said, is going to be 2 days long, and it will be streamed on Twitch, which is pretty awesome. It's going to be twitch.tv/PlayStation. Now there is a list of confirmed titles and there's a list of rumoured titles. We're going to go through the confirmed titles first. They're fairly lengthy, and this is courtesy of NeoGAF, who have written up a rather nice synopsis. I'll provide a link for you if you're so inclined to click on it. So, first of all, we begin with Uncharted 4. And then Bloodborne, Order 1886, I'm sorry. Ratchet and Clank, Redux, Tearaway Unfolded, No Man's Sky, Hotline Miami 2, The Talos Principle, Titan Souls, Not a Hero, Broforce, Redacted, Metal Gear Online, Metal Gear TPP, Grim Fandango Remaster, nice. Resogun's last expansion is going to be coming out, the last expansion pack. Batman, Arkham Knight, Until Dawn, MLB 15, The Show, Battlefield Hardline, unsurprising. Mortal Kombat, unsurprising. Rhyme, Militant, Neptune Interactive Castle Game, I haven't really said much more than that. Relativity, Tenertia, Armageddon. There's going to be Project Morpheus as well as Project Morpheus' related games, if not said more than that. There's going to be a Squaresoft game, which we'll get into in just a second, a Funbits game, a David Jas/Bartlett Jones game, a Capcom game, Level 5 RPG, CyberConnect 2. There's going to be some return of an IP, an old IP, not any other statement other than it's a return of an old IP. And there's also going to be the Last of Us announcement. Now, it's likely we can assume there's going to be a Silent Hill for the Kojima in-house. But here's a list of the possible games and studios that are going about. Now, once again, I emphasize these are possibilities. These are not confirmations, but these are basically what people are banding about on the internet. So you can make of them as you will. Are you ready? Let us begin. Guerrilla Games' new IP. So apparently, the story goes that at either E3 or Gamescom, we're not sure which one, Sony decided it was not going to show it. Rumoured title is Horizon. There were art leaked, but that's it. Now, that we know that Guerrilla Games are working on IP, and we've known about this actually for quite some time, before even Killzone Shadowfall was released. And I'll tell you how I know about this, because when I was performing the Shadowfall post-mortem, you can search for that online, either on the channel or on the website, Killzone Shadowfall post-mortem, where I was going through the graphics and stuff. They actually mentioned that they were working on a new IP there. Now, obviously, that was mostly amongst developers, but obviously you could read it as a member of the public. But they didn't say anything more than that. There was no information on it. There was no screenshots and stuff, but they did confirm they were working on a new IP even back then. There's PS1 and PS2 classics. Now, supposedly, there have been a couple of websites, Eurogamer and others, which have reported that a PS2 classic is coming to the PS2 this year with a HD uprising. Now, we don't know what this is going to be, and we don't know how it's going to work. It could be a little bit like Halo, the Master Chief Collection, or it could be something different. Who the hell knows? Parappa the Rapper. Now, this is supposedly going to be developed by an indie studio, and for what we understand, it's going to apparently make my AVG randomly decide that my NVIDIA driver is a virus, which is interesting. Yes, it just popped up, and I was like, no, that's a bad AVG. But anyway, as I was saying, Parappa the Rapper, which is supposedly going to be in development, and Sony are mentioning, of course, possible old Sony's IPs, and of course this was around back in the original PlayStation era. Square game. The recent rumours that Square will reveal a new console game December. Now, just yesterday I reported a rumour concerning Final Fantasy VII. Some people are saying, well, Square were saying about, Square and Sony actually have conducted numerous surveys about Final Fantasy VII Remaster, blah blah blah. I don't think this is going to be it, personally. I would like it to be, but I don't think it will be. Speaking of RPGs, there's a level 5 RPG. New information shows that it's going to be an epic. It's going to be a very epic title. We don't know much more than that. It's going to be a new game, but we don't know much else. There's a Beyond Director's Cut which is coming out. This is because of a trophy leak. The game isn't announced yet, but obviously will be soon. This usually happens if there's a trophy leak. It's generally a good indicator that the game's fairly far along into development. Capcom game. Now, rumours of a Capcom exclusive. Now, the reason that we know about this is because Ono has visited SCE, and there's also been several tweets which have popped out from Capcom, and we know that there is an untitled developed game in basically the works for the PlayStation. So again, let me start again with some English. An untitled game in development for the PS4. There we go. Now, we don't know what it is. Some rumours that I'm hearing in FGC fighting game fan scene is that it could be like an Ultra Street Fighter 4 port. It could be a new Resident Evil. It could be a billion different games, because let's just face it, Capcom have a lot of IPs. I'm sure many of you are probably thinking Mega Man by chance, but who knows. If Ono's involved, there's a good chance it could be fighting games. Now, that could mean Street Fighter 5. That could mean Ultra Street Fighter 4 port, which would make some sense when you consider that there's a PC version. So it probably wouldn't take them a lot of work, theoretically, to convert it over to the PS4. I don't think we're going to be getting Street Fighter 5. I would like to see Street Fighter 5, but I don't think we will be getting Street Fighter 5 for the simple reason, this is just a pure speculation on my part, but the reason I don't think we're going to be getting SF5 is because they're putting a lot of work into Amiga mode and some other updates. So I think they're going to at least wait for a little bit longer. And then finally, David Jaffe indie game. So this we know about because of a teaser, which was actually uploaded to the official PlayStation YouTube channel. Not a bad little list, at least in my opinion. And finally, these are a couple of other rumours. Games, SCY Games, have decided that they are developing a PS4 title. All we know is that they're developing a PS4 title, so it could be a window cleaning simulator for all we know. Literally, there is no information other than they've just admitted that they are developing a PS4 title. And CyberConnect 2, which are the .hack team, have also stated they're working on what they consider to be a huge reveal by the end of this year. What is it? Well, could be anything, really. Some people are immediately speculating it could be, well, pretty much anything under the sun. Final Fantasy VII Remake, but yeah, could be anything. I don't know. Let's just be totally and utterly honest. It could even be a new .hack. It could be a new IP entirely. I have a feeling it will be something that's going to make people drool. Now, this is going to be my final little words on the matter. The thing about saying that you've got a huge unveiling is you cannot disappoint people. If you're going to say it's huge, you better not mean it's going to be DLC for one of your games. Okay, maybe I slightly jest, but you kind of get the idea. Well, anyway, it's going to be a very interesting couple of days, I think, for Sony, and I think it's going to be good. I'm hoping Sony are going to have a strong next year. Hopefully that will push Microsoft to be even more militant as well, because that's just good for all of us. Anyway, hopefully you have enjoyed the video. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.